So basically, this is what I suggest to my students and as well as my clients, that subscribe to the 5 competitors which you are tracking. Regularly watch their videos. This will basically help you to enhance this hack actually. This will actually help you to, go ahead and, scale it in your niche. That's the best thing. So that's the first step. I think it's a mistake of our YouTube culture itself because people have, fantasized it in a many way. Ki you have to diversify, you have to build out many income streams, stuff like that. It's okay, it's great once you have that income stream, but in the very starting, it's not meant for you. How are you thinking? Why are you thinking about diversifying when you are not even earning like 5-6 figures anyway? So first you have to scale, pick a single income stream. This is my income stream. Scale it to 5, 6, 7 figures, then think about diversifying. Right? They are demotivated once they get like three figures, and then basically they think, okay, I will offer this, I will offer that. That's the biggest mistake you can avoid.
So, hello everyone. Today we have Varun. He is a YouTube expert helping companies grow their channel through his strategies as well as guidance. With 5 years of experience and 3 years in the YouTube space, he empowers clients to maximize their engagements, viewership, earning revenue out of the YouTube. He has also started his coaching program for new creators and also the established one to build their online presence and thrive on this platform. So, welcome on board, Varun. We have questions for you. So, can we just start with how your journey started? A flashback on what you do, what did you do, and all this.
Sure.
So, yes,
First
over
of
to
all,
you.
thanks for having me. Thanks for
Thank
having me. It's a pleasure. And before joining here, I actually watched your previous podcast with Supriya, with Harry and Manmeet. So just catching up, like the style of the podcast, how goes everything. Okay, so as far as my journey goes, I was never into the digital space, and like I started as a chess player, to be very honest.
Mhm.
Okay, and I dropped out college to become an international chess player. Somewhat I progressed, like I played around a lot of tournaments. I traveled India and abroad to play amazing tournaments. I opened up a chess company, a chess startup, which earned the reward of largest online chess tournament in India from Indian Book of Records. And it was an amazing journey until 2020. But then COVID hit us. It was very hard. So then I, quit, had to quit the startup. I had raised friends and family funding and some angel investment as well. Things were going good, but sometimes, situations like COVID is not in our hands.
Correct.
So yeah, the revenue streams were impacted and I was going under debt. So at a certain stage, I remember this like it was around November 2020, and which this is around my birthday actually. So my birthday comes around November 24. So I had to make a decision because I was under 5 lakh rupees of debt. What to do now. I was 20 years old at that time. So I had to decide, okay, should I keep going here or have to quit or do something amazing? Initially, a friend offered me a gig of YouTube. This client is looking for, hey, this is a client. This is looking for, growing on YouTube. They don't know what to do and all that. And apparently, like I had some experience in website SEO, not YouTube. I have never opened YouTube in my life before, like YouTube Studio. If you talk about just YouTube, I was normal people, like, watching videos was normal. Everybody does that. But I never looked at YouTube at that point of view that somebody can, earn like that kind of money from YouTube.
Mhm.
So that was a pure intention. I wanted to, make some money. That's it, and get to basically, help my baby, to help my startup thrive. So that's the intention of starting YouTube. That was the first. Initially, what happened is in just 3 months, I was able to grow this client, which had like around 60K subscribers, and they were getting like around 5 lakh views per month consistently. There were some ups and downs. Like previous month was 3 lakh, 4 lakh. On average, it was 5 lakh views per month. I was able to grow their channel from 5 lakh views to 10 lakh views per month in just 3 months. Right. And we basically tripled their income as well. So they were making around 10,000 rupees from YouTube. We made it to 45,000 rupees just from YouTube AdSense. And the overall business income was like crazy. I cannot share that because, with that kind of views comes crazy income. So
Okay.
that was my first signal for me, that I can make something big out of this thing. And that's how I journeyed so far.
Okay, that is inspiring. I mean, not knowing to starting with just one client and giving this phenomenal result, I think it's mind blowing. But okay, so someone who is just starting, how do you like? You must have gone through a lot of mistakes, errors. So can you just explain a bit more on what were the mistakes and how did you transition to like making a profit out of it?
Yes, exactly. So there are a lot of mistakes because I was a technical person.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, for marketers, what we think is, marketing is everything, right? That is the pure misconception for a lot of marketers. And they do not focus on, the product side, the content side. As in, we can say about YouTube, the content actually matters rather than, doing this technical things like maybe editing, audio, YouTube SEO, all this stuff matters, but not more than the content, the pure content, right?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest mistake which marketers do, and it's vice versa. The product marketers who basically help in building a product, they think marketing is bullshit. Marketers think product is bullshit. So we have to, yeah, we have to
Have a balance.
naturalize this.
So,
Yeah, we have
what
to
is the
balance.
ratio of product and market? What do you think? Like, it has
I
to be
think it's
equal.
I think it's 50-50. It's
Correct.
equal.
Mm.
Right? It's controversial to say otherwise, otherwise like I will piss off people. that's that's bad. We have to actually balance it, and I have tested it throughout my career because like I have some clients who make like bullshit content. No matter how much I can do with them, like give them amazing editing, guide them everything, and make do their SEO and everything.
Mm.
Their channel will just not grow. And I'm just talking about the superstars as well. I cannot reveal their names. They are making like crazy income outside YouTube, right? Like 1 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees per month, that kind of income. But they are like not camera friendly, and there are some issues. They are not able to provide value on the platform,
Okay.
right? So no matter how much I can guide them, no matter how much editing can be done, promotion can be done, when push comes to shove, their content is not going to work.
Okay.
Overall the project will be negative. Why? Because the content in the first place is not valuable. They are just basically trying to get people inside their course. That's their whole objective, right?
Correct.
So that's the main thing. We have to balance it. We have to first provide value. And you can see like major all of the creators on YouTube started like this. They provided like immense value. And then after gradually after some time, they started to monetize their audience.
So, got it. Like, content is the game, content is the king. So, I would also like to know, for example, I being a creator, if I come to Varun and I approach you, what are the steps that you're gonna take it ahead to get me from where I am to my goal, which could be getting 5 lakh views or maybe having lakhs of subscribers. So can you just help us go through that journey?
Yeah. Let me help you visualize the plan a little bit.
Hmm.
First of all, is the goal planning. Exactly like you said. Where are you right now and where do you want to go? Okay. So we will basically first analyze how far, how many videos you have published, what is the quality of your videos, what are the topics you are choosing. Like for basically you are interviewing a lot of people like us, right? And then where do you want to go? And for there, what we will do is basically we will analyze your competitors. That's the best thing to do, right? For example, if somebody wants to learn YouTube, learning from just watching YouTube videos is not going to work. Helping and hiring a mentor like me or basically doing any course will help them. Why? Because we have a proper experience and we can guide them,
Hmm.
right? Similarly, we need a guidance system for you to work. We have to find a competitor who is doing what you want to do.
Hmm.
Maybe not exactly, but in a similar way, right? So we'll have to find out like our 5 dream competitors. And that's what I say to my students as well, that you are the average of the competitors you track.
Okay.
Okay. I have just rephrased it in terms of friends. It's a common saying na, that you are the average of 5 people you hang out with.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, you are the average of the 5 competitors you track properly.
Hmm.
Because what will happen is, as a human nature, if you're tracking those amazing people, we are also saying, okay, man, this person is getting result. This XYZ is getting this much views, this much subscribers. People are mad about it. we get a lot of motivation and understanding of how the industry works. We will listen to their videos, how they are speaking and everything. So
Hmm.
basically this is what I suggest to my students and as well as my clients, that subscribe to the 5 competitors which you are tracking. Regularly watch their videos. This will basically help you to enhance. This is hack actually. This will actually help you to go ahead and scale it in your niche. That's the best thing.
Hmm.
So that's the first step, assessing your situation basically and making a goal. Second is basically analyzing your competitors properly. There is a lot of science behind that, and we basically help to set up the channel, right? So that's the second thing, basically analyzing the competitors and setting up your channel for success.
Hmm.
Then third is basically shooting the content. Then comes the basically 3 p.m. framework properly. It's like the 4 things which creators have to do. Okay. And the biggest failure is basically people not being able to do these 4 jobs properly. What are these 4 jobs in the 3 p.m. framework is, first is produce. Okay. We have to produce amazing content to hook the viewers so that people will watch our complete videos. For
Hmm.
example, if you are doing podcast, everybody is doing a 1 hour 2 hour podcast, right? Let's say if you're doing just 10 minutes podcast and basically that is like super valuable and people are like watching it completely,
Hmm.
you will nail the competition, right? Your channel will blow up eventually, because at the end, you what you do once is watch time. So you have to give it watch time. Of course, lengthier videos works best, right? But what I have seen from a lot of analyzing a lot of creators is, just to create a 10-minute 20-minute video na, you don't believe they shoot like 6 hours 10 hours just to create a 10-15 minute video, right? And what the average new creators fail in here is, they basically shoot a content of like 1 hour and they publish it completely, maybe just like trim it like 5-10 minutes, and they publish the complete content because they think that's valuable,
Okay.
right? Slowly they learn otherwise, that only like 10-15 minutes is valuable. So that's the biggest misunderstanding of the industry. It takes a lot of content to basically find out, like shoot like 10 hours and then finalize only 1 hour of it. That's the actual hack. If you see big podcasters as well, they do like 5 to 6 hours of podcasting and then find out like 1 hour,
Hmm.
right? Start in the starting sense, every good podcaster did that. Now they are eventually become expert, and they have figured out this set of questions, and they do industry research beforehand and what to ask this person,
Hmm.
right? So that's the first job of a creator, to produce amazing content and research around it, that how people will stick to your videos. That's the first job, right? So that is overall in the whole journey. That is the third step, production.
Hmm.
Then comes the second job of the creator, which is publishing, right? Publish the video actually by optimizing the metadata, the thumbnail, title and everything. That's the basic technical stuff. And then comes the third job, which is promotion, to promote the videos. It's not like build it and they will come. It's a common saying in the marketing world. And that's what marketing is famous for. Anyway. So after you have done shooting and published the video, it's time to promote it to your target audience,
Hmm.
right? So you have to understand where your target audience hangs. And I think it to be in a proper offline format. If I give you an example, I have like, my father owns a woman clothing showroom, right? And back in the day, my father asked me for recommendations, that how can we pump up the sales, how can we get more women to enter our shop. I said, like, it's very simple. If you can do one hack, where are all these ladies going?
Hmm.
So it's a basic understanding. All these women, and if we talk offline nature, this woman came in and they watch like cheap kurtis. That's the main understanding of the market. And they went for the jewelry shops. And the biggest crowd is at the golgappa shops. So it's like what we did is, in the offline in Mathura, like we have a showroom. So in the Krishnanagar market and like around my area everywhere, we promoted this, fast food snacks which provided like golgappas, because women were already there. So we basically, in their carts, we designed their carts, and
Hmm.
promoted Sarika Fashion in there. So that's the brand name of our showroom, Sarika Fashion. And eventually, like, it worked out great. So
Okay.
that's the offline thinking. I'm just giving you an example. So you have to
Hmm.
think it like this: where is our target audience hanging around in the online world?
Hmm.
Right? So you have to promote your videos in front of them. That's the third job of the creator, promotion. Last but not the least is monetization. You have to make money now. Otherwise, you cannot repeat all of these processes because these six processes will is in loop. You have to do it consistently. And if you're not making money, you will not be able to do this consistently. That's the best part. Or I can say the worst part, because I have recently onboarded one client. They are at 1.5 lakh subscribers,
Mm.
right? You won't believe uh, they are earning like very less money, like just 30,000 rupees per month,
Mhm.
right? But in the same competitor niche, like I have a competitor to this channel who's at the same subscribers, okay, around 1.5 lakh. They are earning more than 50 lakh rupees per month. Okay. And the views, the best part is the views are like almost similar views. But the worst part, this channel, the new channel which we are working with, has done is they have forgot about the monetization. So they are basically producing great videos, publishing it, promoting it to a target audience, but they have forgot this fourth part, monetization.
Mm.
This very simple mistake is a very simple mistake. They're not promoting their monetization options. They have a training program. They just don't talk about that. It's the only hack. And just basically applying this hack, we have like grown their revenue. It's very recent client, very recent case study. So you have to do this 4 jobs properly. If you do this like 3 p.m. framework properly, your channel will eventually grow. It's just matter of time.
Superb. I mean, this was so insightful. Produce, promote, produce,
Produce, publish,
publish, promote, and
monetize.
monetization, which people forget. I don't know why, but we have experienced it like less people talk about monetization. Then you have come across companies who just think about, okay, production has to be there, they'll publish it, promote it, but miss out on this monetization. So why is it? Why, according to you, is this?
It's a little bit harder as well. People actually hate the topic of money. It's a controversial topic, somewhat. But I always say that it does not take a lot of subscribers to monetize.
Mhm.
Okay. So my friend, actually, there's a one friend, if I give you an example, he does not do all of this three stuff. Like he is not able to produce amazing content, nor publishing, not promotion. The only thing best why his channel is working is because of his monetization. Okay. So he has found his hack. There's a company, like there's a proper niche called service reviews or product reviews. Okay, for example, there is this new software called Flexi Funnels or whatever comes out. Okay, the basic idea is what my friend does is he writes a review, okay, on his blog and basically make a video about it.
Hmm.
That this new software has come around, Flexi Funnels, and I'm just reviewing it in this 15 minutes video. Now, what will happen is the FlexiFunnels company, when they are launching, they will do a lot of marketing, right? They will push out a lot of ads, hire influencers, do webinars and whatnot because they have built this amazing software, right? So, what will happen then if people want to purchase, like you, me, if I want to purchase, we will look out for reviews. That's a
Hmm.
basic human intention. And we will just go on Google and YouTube, FlexiFunnels review. How is the software?
Hmm.
And then this person video comes up and
Oh.
just basically using this trick and placing the affiliate links in the description, he makes like crazy income. And his views are just like 500 views. I remember just like his last videos got like 500 views and he generated around $500 from that, from a single video. And just like 15 minutes of work, screen sharing, he does not even show his face. That's the best part. So yeah, there are many hacks around the industry if you are looking carefully. YouTube is like a crazy income source.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure. Like past, I think post COVID, it has, even before that, but post COVID, there was a hype.
Yes.
So this YouTube is a game of strategies and hacks that you are sharing with us. I think this is the most important thing. The hacks
Right.
behind what people are doing, because even I have come across a lot of channels. They are producing amazing content, but definitely I don't know what money they are making. Doesn't seem like they're making a lot more money. So I think that is where you as a YouTube expert come into picture, where you help people and guide them create plus monetize the things.
Right.
All right. So what do you think, based on your the coaching program that you have just recently started, what the creator mindset, as in when they are getting into this game, what is the creator mindset, and how you're taking them level up. Because the agency model, people do know about what the how the growth of industry look like. But
Yes.
as a newbie, what do you think is the approach?
So my basic approach is basically how I learned YouTube. I'm just passing that information to the, my students, and they're loving it so far because it's entertainment. So I have like a very famous saying. Actually, I have just ruined the saying by sharing the answer first, but let me just ask the question again. Okay, so YouTube actually runs on three things. Can you name them? Why? Like, if a successful YouTuber is there, what's the main three things behind the channel, right? Or if I can put it like this, YouTube channels तीन चीजों से चलता है. If I just
Is
put
it
it
like
in Hindi.
entertainment,
Yeah, that's why I said na, I ruined it. But
okay.
nonetheless, so
Okay.
I put this question in the first class went off, and I put this question in front of the audience. Okay, just answer me three things. People were saying like content, niche, audience, blah 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 blah, and then no, entertainment, entertainment, entertainment.
Okay.
Like, so I'm a big fan of movies,
Ah.
right? I'm a big fan of movies, and like 3 years back, I was watching this The Dirty Picture, which is in Bollywood, right? And there it was like when it hit me, YouTube is about entertainment. People are just complicating it. Otherwise, it's just about entertainment,
Hmm.
right? And there are six forms of entertainment. We have to understand why people are basically coming on YouTube. Are people want to escape from their daily routine,
Hmm.
right? Or people just want, sharing experiences, like basically a cricket show. What is an entertainment in its very basic form? If there is a cricket show going on, like IPL match or whatever, a family sits in with popcorn, right? And it's a basically, connection is also building up. A mutual connection is there. So there are several forms of entertainment. And what YouTube has done is YouTube has replaced that form of entertainment in form of TV and film industry.
Hmm.
YouTube is replacing them.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's like very simple. If TV was working back in the day and film industry is still working very amazingly, why and YouTube has replaced that? Just understand what worked for the TV industry and what worked for the film industry. Because if you think about the film industry, it's a 3 hours video, nothing else. You have to
Hmm.
think it like that.
Hmm.
So, for example, you are doing a podcast of 1 hour
Hmm.
and you have a certain budget and you market it and like that. Now just think about the film industry, any movie like or any series as well as a YouTube video. Think about it like in a single way. So if you think about a film or a movie, they are producing like 3 hours of video and they're taking like around a year, 2 year, or maybe 5 years sometime to just produce a single video.
Hmm.
And from a single video they are promoting it like many ways, like coming up on TV podcast like the Kapil Sharma show, other ways,
Hmm.
promoting it with influencers. How much work do they put in? And from a single video, if you think about it, they make like 1,000 crores, 2,000 crores, right? So if we can basically hack the way around that and basically find out how these guys are making their 3 hour videos and take the learnings from there and apply to our YouTube channel, our YouTube will, work like crazy. And that's what many big YouTube stars has done. If you see the interviews of BBK Vines, Bhavan Bam, he's a film star, he's a movie maker. Now he's basically entering into, the series world with Hotstar. He has launched a series recently, Taza Khabar. Yes,
Yeah.
Bhavan Bam. Yeah, he has done a series with Hotstar. Ashish Chanchlani, whatever big stars you can see, Carrie Minati, they're a
Hmm.
filmmaker, right? Any big superstar you can just basically catch on. They're a film star, they're a movie star, they're filmmaking, right? So basically, in that way, I'm learning from these movies and these series and passing on my learnings that how to retain the viewers. That's the best part of our training program because everybody can talk about the technical things.
Hmm.
कि SEO ऐसे करना है and publishing ऐसे करना है, thumbnail ऐसे बनाना है. It's not that hard anymore.
Hmm.
Canva has come up. Anybody can make great thumbnails,
Right.
right? DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, like Harry is there for editing. Many people are there for editing. Anybody can do editing,
Hmm.
right? What is main is the content. No matter any fancy editing you can do, anything fancy you can do, the thumbnails and everything. If your content is bullshit, nobody is going to watch. That's very simple.
Hmm.
right?
Viewers have become smarter now, right? Because
Right.
of the digital tech and all this. I think the information everywhere, information age, people have become smarter and they know where exactly they're spending time. So earlier,
Yeah.
because less resources were available, I think people were still they wanted to maybe, or they didn't know that awareness state was missing. Now that
Yes.
awareness is there.
Yeah.
Correct. That's true. So, as you said, content is the game. Like listening more of you, I am just breaking it down to one thing, that is the content. Now, for someone who is just getting into the content space, what do you, I mean, how to create that content? Again, that is one thing. Like the most important thing people are also struggling with. So, what would be your take? What do you suggest on that?
The best strategy is basically just to follow the competitors. That's the main
Oh,
thing.
mhm.
Competitors,
When
yes,
it comes to
because
niches, is it like niche people are talking about? How important is that
no,
niche also?
I don't think niche is like at all very particular.
Okay.
Even like if it's an education space, niche matters somewhere, but not
Hmm.
that long. What people are just like I'm repeating myself, people are coming on YouTube for entertainment.
Hmm.
Okay. And if you see the biggest education channels as well, let's take some example. Khan sir is a national, educator, and like he's very famous. He has come to the Kapil Sharma show as well, and he's like super famous, right? Everybody knows Khan sir. Now, if you go ahead and watch some videos of Khan sir, what he does is rather than educating completely, he
Hmm.
entertains in his videos as well. Okay, I will just give you an example. So I was watching a particular video of Khan sir, and there was a new song released at that time. मेरा यार हंस रहा है बारिश की जाए, and he talked about this in the Rishabh podcast as well. It was a very funny incident.
Okay.
Okay, and he completely trolled that song in front of the audience. Ki, your friend is laughing, so we should rain like that, and talked about that song for like for 5 7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and he regularly trolls girls that girls life is very easy. Why? Because you don't have brain, so it's like very easy.
Okay.
Don't mind that, I'm not saying that, he's saying that.
These words, okay.
Yeah, so he actually trolls women, and basically male relate to that, male laugh to that, women
Ah,
gets offended but still watch their content. you
because
know
that is entertainment.
that
Okay.
is entertainment. And if you think about it, he's just basically helping people to crack police exams.
Hmm.
In its very basic sense, this is what he do.
Hmm.
Basically, he helps students to become a police officer, IPS officer at its best, right? So, as a formal educator, what he should do is just basically teach normal stuff, and don't talk about this stuff and all that. But he does, and we can relate to it as well, right?
Hmm.
That's why his shorts has like become very very popular, because he talks about that stuff. People just trim out those parts and put it up like shorts to get engagement, right? So eventually what these creators have done, they have become a platform from which people are getting traffic, right? If you think about it, they have become their own platform. Now people are trimming off their videos, putting up shorts and earning money, right? There are a lot of faceless channels who are doing this, just basically without putting out their content in any way. They are just trimming these popular content pieces, getting millions of views, and earning money from affiliate marketing,
Hmm.
right? Without even showing their face. So they have become a platform in that way. Why? Because they are entertaining. That's the key.
So this is what the transition has happened from the past to now, which I could understand is like now people, they don't want education or information. It's everywhere. So
Yes,
how do you hook and engage with your audience? And people are so busy in their world, or maybe people have become serious out of their life. So this kind of platforms, they give entertainment yet value, and that is how it is growing. Correct.
exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
This is a value bomb for me as well. Okay. So, what important role does audio and video plays in YouTube journey?
It plays a kind of a very, similar way, because people don't think about audio more, you know, it's like underrated thing. But I say, starting off is very important. So if you don't focus on audio in the starting stages, it's good. just basically jump off. I even just basically bought this mic like 3 months back. Before that, it was like normal. Okay, I was just talking with this headphones, Apple headphones only, like Apple earpods, right? So audio is kind of important, but it will play a very major role once you are like at a good stage, right? Not in the starting phase, because using these audio sounds in the background, like meditation sounds, and there are different types of dynamics in the audio, which can make people feel different things. So there is super science going on in there, and we experiment with these things. Different tones provoke different kind of emotions. It's all about the emotions at the end. Okay, if I basically help you to visualize this, have you watched the Fireflies recently, the movie which came in like around 3 months back?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it was a very political movie.
Mhm.
And what I learned about movies at its very best is they think about a single emotion.
Okay.
Okay, basically the purpose of the video is to strike a big emotion in you. Okay, after watching a video, you should either feel super happy, super sad, or super angry, or any other emotion, but I am placing a super word there, right?
Okay.
For example, I think you must have watched Bahubali,
Yeah, I did.
right? You watched Bahubali part 1, right?
Hmm.
After watching Bahubali 1, what happened was people were like super curious that why Katappa killed Bahubali, right?
Right.
Super curious, not curious, super curious. So they make it like that कि एक super emotion तो trigger होना चाहिए like that. So in videos as well, you can use this audios properly to basically evoke emotions. So videos also basically they are seeing a lot of things, but audio basically helps them to connect, and relax. Actually, it settles down. क्योंकि video what it does is basically it creates like fluctuations up and down, up and down. Audio basically gives a basically consistency. That's the science behind it. कि we want uncertainty and certainty at the same point. That's the hack.
Interesting.
That's where audio will come around. But if you are a beginner, just basically use normal videos. There is no need for you to just go inside in all of these sciences. You after you have got on a certain stage like 1 lakh or more subscribers, then you can think about this advanced stuff. And this is the part in the filmmaking as well. If you think about it, all these movies, just basically try to don't watch the video and just listen to the audios itself. You will find like many valuable insights. It's a hack which I do. Even YouTube videos, I don't watch the video. I just basically listen the audio. I have a monitor, I work there, and in this Mac, just the video plays off. I don't even watch the video. I just basically listen to the audio. I'm just using that audio. I'm entertaining. Like I got entertained, and I just basically regularly work my monitor.
Yeah, I understood this, and this transition has happened with me as well. Earlier, I used to watch a lot of videos. Now, I'm interested watching, listening to the podcast, Spotify. So that has happened maybe because we need that relaxation. Our eyes are closed, and yet we could listen to information.
Exactly.
So that has happened.
Exactly. So that's a science behind it. That's a science behind audio. That's relaxing more than video, because video is unsettling, right? And we want certainty, right? That's why audio is catching up. That's why podcasts are like going so viral.
Got it. Okay, so according to you, audios would be topmost. I mean, audios are important more than videos, but definitely both are important.
Both are important.
So,
Yeah.
someone who is just starting off, basic equipments, if you just help us understand what could be the basic setup in minimum
Basic
budget.
setup. Yeah, and a very basic setup is first of all, you have to think about the filming location. Yeah, there are several things. So the filming location, you can just buy off a green screen, or if it's a good background in your house or your office, it's good. Okay, so start with the filming location. Where are you going to shoot the videos? If you have a green screen just costs like around 100,000 rupees. So and everybody can afford that, right? With all of the stands and all. Then comes the basically video part. Where are you going to basically film the video? So honestly, like I think it's becoming a standard that everybody has iPhones these days, right? Everybody has iPhones. So just use that. It's very natural. Even if you have an Android phone, it's normal. Like people are shooting videos. The quality of the cameras are like amazing.
Yeah.
Right. And using iPhone, I'm shooting like 4K video and it's coming up so great. right? So the basic setup you have done with the filming location, the video is there. Then comes the audio part. You can get a Boya M1 mic, which is the industry standard. It just costs around 700 rupees for that. Again, very specific. So you have to invest in a green screen phone you actually have. Then you basically need to invest in a mic, Boya M1. You can start with that. Very, very cheap, very affordable, 700 rupees. And the last but not the least part is lighting, which people forget
Yeah.
about it. So if you don't want to invest in that, use natural light. Basically, open up all the windows and do that stuff type of stuff. Or if you can invest in lighting, that's where the main investment in the starting will go, because you will have to invest like 3K, 4K. But under 5K, all of your budget will be set. So under just 5K, you can basically make a YouTube studio and just go about it.
Okay, get set, go.
Yeah.
And how important is posting consistent videos? And when I'm saying consistent, how consistent one should be?
So in terms of consistency, everybody has a different take. And here is my take, what I think about it. I think whatever comfortable is for you, start with that, because again, starting is an issue. People don't lack consistency once they are getting results. Once you are making money, it's not about consistency, right?
Yeah.
People want to publish more and more, but it's the matter in the starting stages that when you are not consistent, because you are not motivated, because you are not making money out of it. That's the simple thing. So in the starting, you have to push yourself and just fix a schedule, whatever schedule works for you. It's not like you have to post 3 times a week, 5 times a week, or daily. Whatever works for you in the starting, right? If you are comfortable with 2 videos per week, I think it's good. 2 videos per week, just start with that. Okay, what the only thing which you have to do is, whatever comes in your way, you don't have to push around that. But you have to anyhow make these 2 videos. Either you are sick, either you have to go somewhere, either you have a party, or your girlfriend is bullshitting you, whatever, like whatever stuff comes up. Even if I'm sick, if I have to teach, I have to teach. Right? There is no excuses in that. So don't let excuses come in between. Fix a schedule. Even 1 video per week will work. Okay. But make that valuable, make that entertaining, and do not let excuses ruin you. Because once you start excusing that, that will become a habit.
Okay. So even that was an amazing insight. When okay, now consistency is important for YouTube to monetize, as you are saying, and someone who wants to make YouTube as a business, a full-time business, not like a part-time. What people could expect in terms of revenue, and what could be the steps according to you would help them get 6 figures in YouTube? Is it possible?
Yes.
So
Yes.
can you just break it down?
Definitely. So, in terms of monetization, first I will have to clear this misconception that people think they can earn from AdSense, the ads. So that's a misconception, because we have channels who are getting like millions of views per month, and still all of my clients, I advise them in this way: whatever incomes is coming in your AdSense tab, whatever you are earning from ads, just use that income to pay off for your content expenses. So this is your content income, not your business income. So you have to divide your YouTube into 2 things. First is content income, then it comes your business income, right? So the AdSense stuff, think about it as a content income. Pay off your editors from that. Basically reinvest in your content, like better lighting, better audio, everything, right? Do not take a single penny out of that from your AdSense income. That's the key to it, right? Because if you're taking out of it, you are not able to produce better quality content, right? This way people will basically have a proper mindset that I have to build something else for my income, for my sustainability. And that's where the real money is. It's not in that sense. Even if you are a influencer channel, or even if you have an education channel. So education channels tend to have lesser subscribers than broad channels, entertaining channels. Entertaining channels have a lot of subscribers. Like if you think about Ashish Chanchalani, BB Kiwan, Scary Minety, any other channel, big channel, which is into the entertaining niche, they have a millions of subscribers. But in education niche, you don't need millions of subscribers. Even if you have to crack like 100K, it's enough. right? So I have several clients who are like at 30K, 50K, 150K. So for example, I was talking about this client, 150K. Uh, right now they have like around 143K as of today. Okay. And these guys are making like 50 lakh rupees per month consistently. Okay. And more than 50% profit is there. So what more you can need? Just using this like 1 lakh 50K subscribers. And the best part, they don't even have a Facebook page. They don't even have an Instagram page. Like they are completely dependent on YouTube, right? And now they have opened up more channels. Now they are focusing on Facebook, Instagram, website, other platforms. They have hired developers to do everything, but they have nailed the one platform first. And it's very easy to build other platforms once you have this one platform ready. Okay. And if I talk about their AdSense income, still these guys are like making around 2 lakh rupees per month from AdSense. Okay. And still till this date, they don't take out the income from AdSense. What they does is they pay us, they pay other people, and rest money is basically pushed into other channels. So they have opened up new ventures, right? So they're using that money to basically put more content out for those channels. They are not taking any income from that, right? It's very huge income too. If you think about it, 2 lakh rupees in itself just coming from passively from YouTube, it's cool. Still, they're not taking a single penny out of that, because this is not for you. This is meant for the content, right? Then the compounding effect. Then you can see the actually compounding effect, which everybody talks about. That's my key around it.
Okay, is it like this is what is differentiating from the big influencers to to someone who is starting who are small influencers in the YouTube space? First, it comes to the mindset, and second, can you just brief it from someone who is just small creator to big creators who are immensely making money with just small level of subscribers? So, what is different? What is the differentiating factors? Can you just brief it down?
Right. So I think the main question is basically how is these education channels even have like lesser subscribers, and they're making crazy money in
Huh.
comparison to the big superstars, like who have like millions of subscribers and still not earning that much.
One is a subscriber, and second thing, okay, I'll just put it two. One is yes, with less subscribers, how can you make more money? And second thing, someone who is just starting, like just step you just said, you just mentioned one step, which is you are using that AdSense money, which is not your money. That was a
Right.
very good example for people who are doing it. Even it
Right.
was an eye opener for me as well. So, what are the other things that could be add on from small subscribers to make them really big? This could be
Really
one
big.
mistake. What could be the other ones?
What could be the other ones? Yeah. So you have to diversify, but that will again come to a later stage. But initially, you have to figure out a primary income stream,
Hmm.
right? So the another eye opener which many of my students have is, so they don't take money from AdSense now, but again, they basically what they do is they create many income streams. So they say, okay, I will open up a membership as well. Okay, I will also do affiliate marketing. I will also do like sell my own products or services. I will also coach also. I will basically give this option out to for people to book one-to-one call with me or stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's like you have like, for example, 4 hours. Rather than putting it all 4 hours into growing one thing, you are putting like one hour into all of these things. It's bullshit. You cannot make money from this. You
Hmm.
have to focus on a single primary income stream. So AdSense money is content money. Now you have to think about single primary income source which you need to do, right? For example, if any big creators you see, what they do is they completely focus on their content, and they have built out a business, like simple business, course business, whatever business they have built out. But that's a primary thing. So it takes a lot of attention to grow a certain thing. For example, if I'm doing this agency, and if I, let's say, start providing Facebook marketing services,
Hmm.
Instagram marketing services, blah blah blah, I get a lot of inquiries. Take my Facebook, take my Instagram, take my Google Ads, blah blah blah. I can hire people and basically help them.
Hmm.
But this way, I will not be an expert anymore on YouTube,
Hmm.
right? So it takes a immense level of attention, and this is the mistake which newbies do. They diversify in starting, because I think it's a mistake of our YouTube culture itself, because people have, fantasized it in a many way. Ki you have to diversify, you have to build out many income streams, stuff like that. It's okay, it's great once you have that income stream, but in the very starting, it's not meant for you. No, how are you thinking? Why are you thinking about diversifying when you are not even earning like 5-6 figures anyway? So
Hmm.
first you have to scale, pick a single income stream. Ki this is my income stream. Scale it to 5, 6, 7 figures. Then think about diversifying.
Hmm.
Right? They are demotivated once they get like three figures, and then basically they think, okay, I will offer this, I will offer that. That's the biggest mistake you can avoid.
Hmm. So focus and consistency again, and build
Yes.
stability first, and then look for diversification.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm. Okay. The and one more question was it, like, less subscribers yet they're making more money, more subscribers are making less money. So what could be the problem over there?
Yes. So there is actually about the monetization thing, just like I said in the starting. Monetization, it's like about the business. So
Hmm.
now you have media. For example, if for example you have 1 million views, for example, Rippy, and I have 1 million views. Now let's say our niche is the same, our audience is the same age, same people are watching you, same people are watching me. Okay. Now what it will come down to is about the offer, the business behind the media. Right? It's a basic concept that if you have media, if people are watching you, you have to promote your monetization options, that how you want to earn money. Right? Do you want them to take your course? Do you want to join your mastermind? Do you want these people to buy a product, or go on the affiliate link and use that link to purchase, book a call with you? Different monetization, join a membership, many options are there.
Hmm.
Right? So at the end, if same people are watching you, same people are watching me, we are getting 1 million views. Now it's about the offer we are making to this audience.
Hmm.
Right? And how we have coined our business like that. Now
Hmm.
it comes down to that. So for the education channels, they have like less subscribers, but the intent is very high. The purchase intent is very high, because for example, if you are going on YouTube and you want to learn something, you have a clear intention. Right? If you want to crack UPSC, you have a clear intention that I have to crack UPSC anyhow, because my whole career depends on it.
Hmm.
Right? That's why education channels are making so much money, because people are dependent on them.
Hmm.
Right? The intention is high. They are searching for this type of content, their intention is high, and they're watching this content and enrolling in their courses.
Hmm.
Right? And if you talk about entertainment channel, how these guys make money, it's just completely opposite. They don't have an education program, they
Hmm.
don't have anything. Their
Hmm.
main income source is actually brand deals. Right? And working with brands is getting harder and harder every day,
Hmm.
because brands invest money in influencers, but if they are not getting their money back, why
Hmm.
any other brand will basically promote with you?
Hmm.
That's the key thing. So these influencers are stuck with brand deals, and what is happening in India right now is all of these influencers are building businesses behind their media, because they have media. Now they are building businesses.
Hmm.
Education channels are completely opposite. They have business and then they focus on the media.
Hmm. That is
Right?
an important take. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that shift happening. Entertainment, yes, like people are becoming influencers now. I think the number of people who are getting into the influencer space has risen up. What future do you think that influencers have? Because as you just mentioned, yes, even I have heard like brand deals have become harder now. Earlier it was maybe because the competition was less. So what do you think is
Yes.
the future of this brand deals or influencers and all this?
So I'm not an expert on this in any way. So I will just share my
According.
take.
Hmm.
Yeah, accordingly. So I think, yeah, it's going to rise up for the next 1 or 2 years. But again, more and more competition is like coming up, and the lower fish is basically eating the sharks. Now, what brands, because I have a friend who is into, this agency, this influencer marketing agency. And I have learned from this that the brands, like he works with brands like Gillette, right? So
Hmm.
very, very big brands. So what Gillette is now wanting is, it's kind of a confidential information, but it's open now because this is an agency. Yeah, I think it's open. So what Gillette is wanting now is, rather than promoting their products to big influencers, to mega influencers with over 1 million or any other subscribers, what they're wanting is that 1,000 or 2,000, 5,000 influencers promote their product. Even if they have like nano influencers, like 5K, 10K. Okay. So brands are shifting to, quantity, right?
Hmm.
Getting maximum eyes for their
Understood.
product, right? So it's basically shift is happening on, and basically there are many new players who are coming around and, getting this amazing opportunity.
Hmm. And if you could talk about future of YouTube, looks like 5 years, 10 years down the line, more and more content is coming. So is it content getting saturated, or nahi, people are actually looking forward to? So also I would like to add, yes, now the micro niches are getting into, like, people should know the outcome. Oh, I want to crack UPSC, and hence the content is there. So that game is
Yes.
evolving. What, according to you, if you could just sum it up, the future of YouTube looks like 5 years down the line?
5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, I think future is very bright. And the primary way of my looking at YouTube is long form content,
Hmm.
right? Because other platforms are there. The USP of YouTube is watch time, is long form content. Because if you make like longer videos on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any other platform, it's like, retention is not there. People will not remember your brand. That's
Hmm.
the key thing. And using YouTube, you can push out long form of content, and people, and build up a brand lift. That's what it is about at the end of the day. Everybody is getting eyes. Like I'm watching like 1,000 reels for a day. Like for example, okay, I cannot connect to all these players, all these reel makers, all these influencers. I cannot connect to them. So it's about the relationship at the very end,
Hmm.
right? If I don't have any relationship, I'm just entertaining, then it's okay. I'm just watching and I'm just getting entertained, it's okay. But if a relationship is not there, I'm not going to buy your product, buy your service.
Hmm.
And that's where YouTube comes in, using their long form content. That is their USP. It helps to build a relationship with the creator and the audience. That's the best part. So
Hmm.
I what I say to all of the students is focus on building a strong relationship. How is basically share your journey. Very simple.
Hmm.
Okay. Just share your whole journey, how it looked like. How did you basically, started and then basically grow. Just share all the nuggets, your failures. If you are talking about your failures, try to cry if possible. It's a hack around it, but try to cry if you're talking about your failures,
Okay.
because people love rags to riches story. It's a standard, it's an
Okay.
industry standard. And there are several hacks around it to build a strong relationship. So in any way, relationships are not going anywhere. Short form content can be transformed, other things can be transformed, but it's a human nature. We have to connect to new people,
Hmm.
right? So in this way, I see YouTube as a relationship building platform. People build relationships here. So I think the future is very, very bright. And if you are entertaining the viewers, your future is bright, man. Like it's great. Just don't think, just don't publish boring content. That's it.
Okay. So educate and entertain. It could be like a mix
Yes.
of both. People want education as well as the entertainment.
I say like this: entertain and transform. So transform actually takes an education into journey as well, and other things as well. So entertain and transform. So people will should feel, they have become a better version of themselves,
Hmm.
right? So entertain and transform. That's what Sandeep Maheshwari does actually, right? He transforms a beginner. Like I was a bullshit person who did not understand that how this world works. Using just watching his videos, I got entertained as well, and I was transformed into a better version of myself, right? I learned these amazing things and other insights.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who are naive, for them it is entertain and transform. And
Yes.
people who are already into that journey, definitely it's a journey. There is no end. So they'll
Yes.
also be in that journey.
Exactly.
So yeah, just last thing, people are hooked and people must be watching this content because it is like a lot of insights about YouTube. If people want to know more about it, where should they approach? Where should they find you?
I can just drop in my email in the description and a link to my website. They can basically stalk me a little bit and then talk if they want.
Okay. So yeah, Varun, thank you so much. It was insightful. and looking forward to more.
Yeah, same here, same here. Thanks for having me again.